So I've been waiting for this day for a very long time, and not because it's any kind of special day. It's really just a random Saturday, but it's the first Saturday in a long time where we've had decent weather, at least for a few hours. It's supposed to rain later today, so I got to get a lot done starting early today. But it's the first Saturday we've had decent weather and no place to be and not other obligations. So I'm really behind on getting seeds out in the big garden spot, and we're doing that today. So I got my gloves, getting my tools together, got my seeds in a bag, some water, and I'm ready to get busy. If I'm honest, I'm a little overwhelmed at the amount of work ahead of us, but once I get busy, I'll be fine. It looks like a literal dump around here right now, but that's because we've had so much rain and no real time to devote to it. My boys are working for my parents right now on some yard work, and then they'll be down here working on this one, so it'll look better today. But there's just a lot to do, and when everybody's in school or at their jobs, and then we have church responsibilities and just other things going on, this place gets neglected. But I will say I'm going to clean all this up. I didn't realize it's overrun. This is all going to be cleaned up today, but one of the most exciting things to happen to me this week is this. Yes, look at this. They are coming in. They are coming in. Got some more back there. Very excited about that. And we've already had a couple of them, and they are delicious. I wish I had recorded Jeff eating one, because he really he really enjoyed it. I didn't get that on video, but then not long after, I found Ellie trotting up to the house with one in her mouth. Little rascal. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep her out of here because she's obviously thinking they're pretty good too. All right, I'll see you in a little bit when I get some of this work done and finished, and I'll show you how much progress I'm making, and then we'll talk about the seeds I'm gonna start out here. But for now, I'm just gonna put the headphones on, listen to my Bible study, and break a sweat. Look at this, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. I spend my days in a cubicle 40 hours a week, but I'd much rather have dirt under my fingernails. Anyway, I'd have sort of pulled off some of these early little berries here, because this is the first fruit that these plants have set, and I have been doing a little bit of research, and they said, I'm not picking these, I mean, I'm gonna pick these off to eat them, but these smaller ones I've been picking off because I think they said to pull off your first fruits so that the plant can put energy into growing. And so we have these long, beautiful vines coming out, and I want more. Like, I want this to grow, this plant to grow and to thrive, and that means all the more berries it'll set. So it's a little bit painful to do that, but I'm doing it. I mean, I'm still thankful we have just a little handful that we can actually taste and, you know, see that this is going to produce. But pulling these little guys off so that next season's plants will set more fruit. You see this tiny little brand new leaf coming off. I believe that's what we're looking for. If you guys have grown strawberries before, let me know. But I believe this right here will be another shoot or vine or whatever, much like this one right here. And that's just all the more fruit that will set in later seasons. So we want to encourage this and let some of these first season fruits go for the benefit of the longevity of the plant and better stuff later. So, but if you guys know something more or different, let me know. These are Charlotte strawberries too, by the way. And I will say the couple that we have sampled have been much worth the work. Also, I realize since they are doing well here, I'm gonna get some more. I don't quite have enough. I wanted to see how they're gonna grow. Oh, and I won't say I accidentally did, I chose to do it, but we had one coming up over there. And since this grow bag is not full, the edge was overlapping over the plant. So it wasn't getting what it needed. So I pulled it up by the roots, and we're just gonna experiment. We're gonna put this in its own little planter in the greenhouse and see how it does. So I've got this and this, and we're gonna put these in some water, and we're gonna give these a chance at a new life and maybe a new set of strawberry bushes. So we will see. A lot of gardening's experimenting, especially when you're a rookie like myself. But I'm excited to, and I don't know, that's just the fun part of it. Like, what can I actually do? What will work? So we will see. Okay, this looks so much better. Still got a lot of work to do around the bag, but inside the bag you can tell at least the strawberry plants from everything else. What I've done now is put out this all-natural fertilizer. It's some strawberry food, which actually smells like strawberries. It smells really good. What I've done is just sprinkled it on top of the dirt and sort of worked it in with my hands. And it's gonna rain later, so that will just water it in for me. Lots of life in the garden. I got a little friend over here. What's up, bud? We'll get along just fine if you stay over there. I'm currently loading up a lot of my starts to take down to transplant into the garden. I realize those are far too big to still be in small pots, but we just have not been able to get them outside yet, but today's the day. And let's talk about how beautiful my lettuce is. Oh my goodness. Beautiful stuff. And there, I told you earlier that I was gonna do the strawberries. So we're gonna see how those do. I might need to pull this leaf off. I'm not real sure, but I'll get it off in a little bit. Tomatoes are still ridiculously small for how long they have been in here, but we're gonna give them a shot outside now that the weather is taking a turn for the better, and see what happens. But I'm also starting some new seeds out there too, so if these don't do, then we at least have time to get another run planted. The rain is just about upon us, and I didn't get near as much done as I'd hoped, but I did get a lot of the weeds cleaned up, and I got the pickling cucumber starts in the ground up here near the trellis, and I have this whole row right here up to so far. I got seeds. I got Space Master 80 cucumber seeds planted there. You hear that rooster? Always got something to say. And I got a lot of the weeds pulled up. Still a bunch to do. There's more than I thought. Pulling it by the roots. It's gonna be a continuous job though. But you can see around the strawberry bed, all that's been cleaned up. And what I'm gonna probably do is cover all this, the perimeter around it, with some cardboard to choke these weeds out and suffocate those out. Cover that with some good dirt and compost, and work my way out here into the main garden area. So I'm gonna try to tackle getting those squash plants out before it starts to rain. But we've been at it consistently. It's just been, see, there's a bunch of weeds I've raked up, pulled up, and thrown outside of the garden spot, and there's a lot along the outer perimeter back there. But goodness, it's work, a lot of work. I took one of those strawberry plants that I dug up, and here's the crown of it, and the roots are underneath. And I fed the dirt, and I've got it in some garden soil, and we're gonna see how it does out here. This is just an experiment. We'll see how it does once it's good and watered. And I have the other ones in the greenhouse in a jar of water. And then I'm just gonna, now that these aren't gonna be choked out by weeds right now, I'm gonna see how these do. And I picked off most of the early berries. Here's a little quick update on some of the chicks. These are the ones that we're keeping. They'll be our next run of laying hens, and of course our little surprise guy or girl right there. We don't even know who that's going to be yet. But these are the Buff Orpingtons. Look how beautiful they are. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. They're beauties. They're gonna be a long time member of this homestead. And here is the Cornish cross, which is our meat birds. We have 18 left. We had 20. We lost 2. But these guys have grown a bunch. And yeah, I know they look terrible, but honestly, part of that's because they don't feather out. They're bred for their feathers to come out easy, so they do. They look a little bald in places, but that's really better for processing purposes. But yeah, they're doing good and getting big. They eat so well, as you can see. So they're hanging out with the big birds for right now. My garden partner. She's picking up sticks. Give me that. Okay, earlier when I pointed to the wheelbarrow and I told you, yeah, we had some more squash. Actually, those were more Space Master cucumbers. So they're going in here just on the outside of this row of seeds that I planted. So those are the pickling, and then we have seeds of Space Master, and then I got to put these starts in here. I actually, for some reason, just thought I had more squash in the wheelbarrow, but it turns out they're cucumbers. So we're gonna put those in here. Okay, the wind is kicking up, and I think the rain is just about here, so I've got to wrap this up. But we did get those are crookneck squash starts, and the rest of the row are planted in seed. And then cucumbers over here. And we're going to be working on a plan for what's next and how many rows we're going to do of each thing. But we've got all we can do done today. So I'm thankful for the day. So we've done about all we can do today, and we've accomplished more than what we've done in several weeks. So I'm thankful. It's time to head inside because the rain's just about here and the wind is kicking up a little bit. But as you can see, I have sweaty, frizzy hair. There's dirt all over me, and this is how I like to end a day. This is the kind of work that I enjoy. So I'm gonna drag my tail inside for a shower and relax a little bit and call this good. We'll see you next time.